Welcome back. Vladimir Putin denying a New York Times report that President Trump passed highly classified information from the Israelis to his Russian representatives. And now he's offered to produce transcripts. The Israelis are also downplaying this week's big report, but the Times still sticking with the story. Now, as you know, the president is stopping in Israel during his first overseas trip, and many analysts say that he could get a cold reception behind the scenes. Joining me now to help me figure out who's telling the truth here, it's Fox News strategic analyst and former Army intelligence officer, Lieutenant Colonel Ralph Peters. Welcome back, sir.
Hey, Kennedy.
So a lot of people on the right downplaying the conversation between the president and Russian diplomats. What do you make of it, and does it rise to the level of seriousness that some on the left are claiming?
First of all, Kennedy, politicizing this, the politicization by the left and the right is disgraceful. This isn't about scoring political points.
Yeah.
It's about our national security. And what President Trump did in a fit of impulse or enthusiasm or sheer stupidity, compromised very, very highly classified material, and above all, to the Russians. And all the weasel words we've been hearing about, well, you know, he didn't compromise sources and methods. Even a novice intelligence analyst, and the Russians are good at intelligence, could take what the president allegedly told them and infer the sources and methods. It's not hard to do. And you know, I'm hearing so much nonsense. Like, oh, the president has a legal right to do this. Look,
that's my question, because one of the things that people in the intelligence community have spoken about in defending the president, they say that he can declassify information on the spot. Is that true?
Well, he has the authority to declassify anything generated by U.S. intelligence agencies, not to arbitrarily declassify information we got under strict protocols from foreign allies. And so compromising this information from Israel was a really, really bad thing. It not only tipped the Russians, and by extension ISIS, to the fact that there's a source somewhere high in the ISIS regime. Intelligence can't be more sensitive than that. But also, it makes not only the Israelis, but all of our other allies wary of sharing vital intelligence with us. Now, the Israelis, of course, they were presented with a fait accompli.
Yeah.
They need us. They need our support.
They do. They're having a tough time, not only in their part of the world, but at the UN. And obviously, they can't pick a fight with the U.S. right now.
Yes.
But how does it affect our intelligence sharing? And does it?
It does. It just does. And the Israelis aren't going to stop sharing intelligence with us. But it's unlikely that they'd share as much detail from such a highly placed source, because the chances are very good that this high-level source within ISIS now will be found out and tortured to death. I mean, this is real stuff. And the president, you know, I certainly don't think the president was trying to damage our country, but he's childlike, and he was like a kid showing off his shiny new bicycle. Oh, look what I got. I got all this great intelligence. Listen, I got this and this. And you cannot do it. Now, as far as the legal aspects of declassifying it goes, while the president has the authority, there is a process. And first of all, I know of no instance in which this code word is well above top secret. Even names of the programs are classified. No president has arbitrarily declassified code word. They haven't even used the process to declassify it. It's so sensitive. But if you wanted to, if the president wanted to declassify it, the way it would be to run it by the intel agencies, the relevant agencies, say, do you object to this? You can't just impulsively do this. It does real harm to the security of the United States and our allies, period. Not politicizing it left or right. This was a big boo-boo, and you can't just worm out of it. And by the way, give it to the Russians. This inexplicable infatuation, this belief on the part of the president that he can win friends and influence people
they all
in Moscow.
Do, though. I don't understand why every president thinks he's going to be friends with Putin. They consider Turkey to be an ally. Same with Saudi Arabia, and those three things.
It's disgusting. But even the previous two presidents have not given highly classified material directly to the Russians. They haven't done it. And look, Putin is our enemy. Putin's a rabid dog. And you can feed a rabid dog all the steak you want. He's still going to bite you.
That's absolutely right. And then you have to get shots in your belly button. And no one knows that. Lieutenant Colonel Ralph Peters.
There's only 4 shots nowadays, though.
Oh, thank goodness. They've really narrowed that down. Thank you for your time. I appreciate it.